I remember my counselor telling me, don't worry, it's going to be okay. After finishing up a 16-year, 11-month prison sentence in total, I was able to go home, and this would be the last week before I did. And I remember all the while, the pod that I was housed in was quarantined. And what that meant was that there was a sickness going on that nobody exactly knew what it was. They just said it was a respiratory illness. And it was scary because guys were passing out at the line, and man, I didn't know if I was going to make it without passing out at the line or being sick or bedridden or whatever was going on with the rest of everybody that was falling ill. I remember calling my wife because I'd already gotten married in a visitation room just a few months prior and saying, I hope I come home healthy. And she said, I'm praying for you. Coming home from prison after 16 years, 11 months would be January 13th, 2020 for me. And within a few months, the pandemic was in full swing. And what that meant was, in a time where the probation officer was telling me I needed a job, they were closing them all down. In a time where I needed some mental health assistance because the trauma and PTSD is so real when it comes to prison, I was unable to get that help because the whole world was chaotic and nobody knew if tomorrow would necessarily come. How could they? Nobody had been there before. And as a matter of fact, I hadn't been there times twice. That was freedom and the pandemic. But it was a scary time. I'll post more about it more. Stay free.